If the day is forecasted to be warm, head to the High Peaks Trail before it gets too hot. It's out in the sun most of the way, whereas I exit out the Moses Spring Trail so that I can cool off in the caves. Just after the junction to Bear Gulch. Here comes the first tunnel. It's not even 8 a.m., but it's already probably in the 80s. Expected to get 93 today. Condors. We've got more condors up in this tree roosting with over a dozen vultures flying around. Here at the base of the Dinosaur Tracks, not officially known by that name, but this is what my parents always claimed they were when we were kids, to spark some excitement in us, which it did. A guy that was ahead of me on the trail said that one condor was on the trail and didn't fly off until the guy had to walk right next to him to pass. So I'm going to see if I can film this without falling. Over here in the trees, we've got 4 condors, one in the upper pine tree and one in the lower pine tree. Oh, and I see another one below the lower pine tree on the stump. This is probably a pair, as well as the pair up in the tree above them. And then there was a third one on the lower branch. Okay, again, I'm gonna try filming the dinosaur tracks without falling on them. But you might be able to see how we thought they were, because some of them only have 3 of the original drill or boring holes. These have 4. And as kids, you believe everything your parents tell you. Or at least we did. And to think that all of this was done by the Civilian Corps of Engineers, or CCC, back in the 30s. So here's the Triceratops tracks. So these are the Triceratops tracks. And we played on these because we just found them so fascinating. But here's some of the boring holes where they stuck the dynamite to blast these out. in order to make this wonderful trail for us that has lasted over 100, almost 100 years, and will continue probably to last another 100 or more, 300 or more. Now I'll start looking for more condors. Looking back down the trail. You can reach this trail from two different directions. And there are some low spots, so watch your head. These are times when it's short, people have the advantage. And on hot days, you appreciate any shade you get, whether it's by rocks or trees. More Triceratops tracks. These are a little steeper. Now we're back on those steps. Thanks to the hard work of those early trail crews. But here's looking back into this big crack that we just came alongside. I was mistaken. I was not on the last of the rail. The air is filled with bird song. It's a good thing this is grippy rock. More defined tri-tracks. These are probably the steepest of the tracks. Really careful going up and down. So this is the spot where my brother and me and nephews climbed into. I still fit, but not very well. And this is just one of the little gas bubbles formed during the cooling of the magma or lava. I do believe this might be the last of the dinosaur tracks before we're back on regular trail. Around the next corner, we discover these gorgeous views, little bridges. Here we are at the tunnel. Birds, squirrels, condors, vultures, hawks. Take a quick peek over the side here. It's still nice and green. The little balancing rock wedged in there. Looking back the way I came. And over the other side of this little bridge. And way up there, you can see some more condor roosting areas. But now, let's go check out the tunnel. You can see the west entrance way down here. Coming toward the reservoir. Climbers below. A nice shade on this hot day. Approaching the reservoir, which is a nice meetup location or turnaround spot for hikers, so it's almost always busy, but not so right now, surprisingly. By mid-afternoon, the place will be very crowded. Picture window. Such a nice spot here. Very calm day. And looking down into the Bear Gulch Cave entrance. The entrance is over here to the right. This is the junction.
It's also protected.
Just came from that direction and going down. These steps are neatly cut into the rock, but there is growth on them, so be careful when they're wet. Little water feature here coming down from the Reservoir Bridge. The swallows are loving it. Got some nest over here on the cliff. Coming down the first big old rock wedged inside the crack. The temperature is dropping already, even before I was in the shadow. So pretty in here. It's like an oasis. This is looking back to the top of the stairs of the reservoir. This would be nice to hang out in here all afternoon. It's so cool and tranquil with the water flowing, the birds singing. Gosh, it's fun to play in the caves. Two big boulders jumbled up there. And oftentimes this cave is flooded, so that's why these big old rocks are placed here for high steps to try and keep your feet out of the water. We've worn boots in here before.
You been to New York? Why?
There are two ways to exit Gulch Cave. We can leave out this direction to the right, towards the Moses Spring Trail. But if you want to go into the cave, you'll need a light source. And check with the ranger station or online to make sure it's open. On the Bear Gulch Trail, this trail to the right crosses over the little log bridge here, and it comes out the Moses Spring Trail, which is really pretty, and I highly recommend it. It's nice and treed and wooded. Walking under just a jumble of massive boulders. Have to watch your head. Because this is so fun, I'm going to come back down so I can go through the caves, or cave. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. All the rock work over here to build up all of this and support some of this heft, and to build these little bridges or culverts that allow the water to drain out. So we're coming back to the junction where back this way is the reservoir, and it is so cool in here. Brought my jacket. I may have to put it on. So instead of going to the right, instead go to the left, and we're gonna go down. The cave is closed for the Townsend's bat. The cave is only open 1 week in the spring or fall, so you have to check the website. And it's gated the rest of the year like this. Let's see if I can light this up. This is the gate to protect the colonies that fly in and roost. So we will not disturb the bat. Turning around to head back. Head up this way. See how far we can go. So I am back at the intersection to the Moses Spring Trail. I'll have to ask at the ranger station about the cave, upper or lower. So back we go. This is coming down to the lower caves. You see some of the old drill holes for the dynamite to blast a hole through that chunk of rock. And down this direction is the lower cave, which I'll go into in a minute. You can see the railing. Over here is the climber's wall. And then this direction leads to, or is part of the Moses Spring Trail. That'll get you back to the visitor center. It's in the area. And now coming back to the lower cave. When in doubt, follow these stone steps. They even took the trouble to heat up and bend these railings. Temperature is dropping again. It would be neat to watch climbers up there while you're coming down in here. So the steps get really steep. Watch your footing. These are almost vertical. And here's the gated crack that the rangers can close when the bats are roosting. Very narrow, and this is where the headlight comes in. So going to the right leads to the Bear Gulch Visitor Center. I'll be coming back that way in just a sec, but we're going to check out the entrance here. This has been closed off, so they are roosting. I'll turn off my headlamp. So we're going to hang a left to Bear Gulch and follow the cave out. That's where we just came. Crossing over a little bridge with the waterfall. Way up there. Looking way down there where it hits the bottom. And this is a great way to cool off after a hot hike. You can see the walkway down here. Looking way down there. So like it could be 30 feet with a little chute around this rock where water drains. Probably creates another little waterfall into that pool. Here's that waterfall that goes underneath that bridge. More of a water chute. There's the pool below us. Little switch back here. You can look and see the railings way down below. Way up above. We'll be down there in a minute. Here's the bottom of the pool. And here's where you sometimes get your feet wet. Looking back up the way we came. Going through the last gate. Where it came. And stayed right. And across the little bridge. Onto the Moses Spring Trail. Little caves. climbing wall. Some alcove right in here. And some of the gas bubbles from the cooling magma. And down through the pretty little trail to the visitor center. Got a little snake sunning itself. It's not a diamondback. Not too worried about this one. See if it scares off when I walk around. Oh, I got a lizard. Lizard right here too. Lizard and a snake. Yeah. Little lizard was running down the middle of the trail. This condor, and then another condor. So that makes 6 this morning, and I've only been hiking about an hour.